Hi everyone, and welcome to this very special edition of the Trimsulin Weight Loss Coaching Series. For those of you that are watching this for the first time, my name is Nigel Branson and I am president and co-founder of FirstFitness Nutrition. Today I'm going to be speaking to you not just as the president of a company, but as a father. You see, my daughter Kacie has worked alongside me and my wife Radina at FirstFitness Nutrition for over 12 years. And she's always been dedicated to our mission of helping change people's lives, both physically and financially. But what many of you might not know is that behind the scenes, Kacie was quietly fighting her own personal battle with her weight. And for over 16 years, it's been a very real, very emotional journey for her and for her family. Because as a parent, and for you parents that are watching this, I think you can relate to this, that we don't want our children to have any hardship. We don't want them to struggle. And when they do, when we can't fix it, it makes it even more frustrating for us because we're wondering what we're doing wrong. But I'm here to share with you that for the very first time, Kacie has found herself, she has found her confidence, and she is going to share her journey publicly. It is honest, it's authentic, and it's incredibly powerful. So as a father and someone who's had the privilege of watching her transformation unfold day by day, I'm going to invite you to open your heart, lean in, and witness what is truly possible. And believe that you can be part of something, even if it's not for yourself, but you have something that offers hope to someone else that needs what we have. Just listen to Kacie's story.
Hi, everyone. I am Story Pryor, and I am so grateful that you are here with us today for what I know is going to be a deeply inspiring and powerful conversation. Today, we're going to be doing something a little different. We're not going to just be talking about products or the program. We're going to be talking about real life, about transformation, identity, self-worth, and what happens when someone finally puts themselves first. It is my absolute honor to introduce you to someone who embodies courage, vulnerability, and quiet strength, and that's Kacie Branson. Kacie Branson has been part of FirstFitness since its inception. Kacie was born into the company. And I am so excited because many of you may know Kacie. She is involved with customer service, promotions, sales. Kacie is behind the scenes. She is so much of a heart of the company. And now I'm finally able to have Kacie come on and share a bit about her story with FirstFitness. But Kacie, before we start, I just want to kind of give a little bit of some background. For most of Kacie's life, she's stayed behind the curtains. Kacie is always helping other people. She's always supporting the team. She's always doing things for others. But over the last 2 years in Kacie's quiet journey, she has lost over 100 pounds. But more importantly, she has gained a life filled with confidence, love, movement, joy. And today, for the first time, she's going to give us a little bit of that story. So this isn't about weight loss. This is all about self-love, healing, and a decision to stop hiding, to start living. And if you've ever felt invisible or ashamed or like you were stuck in a body that wasn't yours, I know for me, I have, or a mindset that just didn't feel like yours, then this conversation is for you. Welcome, Kacie.
Thank you, Story. I'm definitely excited and honored to be here, but I'm also very nervous to share, but I'm definitely very excited. So
yes. Well, Kacie, this is like, it's normal to be nervous to share. I remember the first time I shared, I about threw up. And so, this is normal. It's, all of us go through our weight loss journey and a lot of us never talk about it because it's something that, kind of we have shame over our weight loss journey, but we are all in this together. I know every single person that's watching this right now has their own weight loss journey and they have not shared. They have felt shameful. They've been embarrassed. So thank you for sharing, Kacie, that I know you're a little nervous, but hey, we all are. This is normal. All right. So, Kacie, growing up in your family, health and wellness, your environment, and then, as a woman too, like our image, like this is everything to us. So we attribute a lot of our value on our image. So can you share what was it like to have, growing up in this environment and then, putting this pressure of this image of yourself?
I definitely think that having a dad who owned a weight loss company and always being around health and wellness, it definitely put a lot of pressure on me in my mind that I had to look a certain way and be a certain way. And that's how my worth was determined. I know that's not the case now, but back then, that's all I could think about. I would, be embarrassed to be around people when I was overweight. And I believe that is as a result of that, not because anyone told me that. That's just in my mind. That's what I thought.
Sure. So yeah, I'm hearing, because I know a lot of us, you're talking to yourself all day in your head. So Kacie, when you were going through this, were you keeping it to yourself? How was like a normal day in your life when you knew that you weren't your happiest because you weren't feeling your best? What was your life kind of like? Like, can you give us, kind of what was happening day to day? Yeah, Kacie. Yeah.
Um, well, I feel like I wasted a lot of my life like hiding.
Yes.
And um like I woke up and I just realized like what are you doing? Like I wasted the last 16 years of my life. And it's hard for me to process that and not feel embarrassed or ashamed about because it it did control my weight controlled so much of my life. I didn't want to see people.
Yes.
I wanted to avoid everyone. I went to work and then I would just go home and it just continued for a long time.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. And I know that you've shared with me, during your teenage years, Kacie, you're off the charts brilliant, like your dad, Rain Man. But I know that you changed schools in that transition time of, you're a teenager and a woman. And so the pressure of your body and your image, and so changing schools, how was that as far as like you were just hiding?
When I switched schools, it was a total environment change as well. And the people who, I thought were my friends, they ended up I didn't continue the friendship with them. And I would say that it was based on my appearance and my looks and how I was. And so then I had transitioned into a different school, and that was hard at that age. I was, I think, like 14 or 15 and not having any friends, being in a completely different environment. I remember like as the year went on, like I was being judged, I was being talked about, I was being made fun of. And that was very hard. And I ended up leaving that school to be homeschooled. And from then, like, I feel like I haven't lived a life until now.
Kacie, I am like the hair is raising off every thing in my body because I know how that feels. It can be so isolating. We can't transform unless we have a great support system around us. A lot of people have people that are constantly saying, "Oh, you're fat," or you can't do this," or, "Oh, you're really going to eat that." Those are things that everyone deals with, and that negative self-talk that we have. And I know how isolating that can be. And so, Kacie, can you kind of walk me through then when you are saying, "I've had enough"? Like, Kacie, I know that you are such a giver. You put everyone before you. You just want to help out everyone. Can you take us to that, whether it was a day or the week, or what happened when you're like, "Enough is enough. I'm ready to change"?
Well, leading up to that, like I had always wanted to change. Like I had tried and used the other products before Trimsulin, and I just like my mindset wasn't there. And I think that I tried to do everything for everyone and be everything for everyone to make up for, oh, well, they don't like me because I'm overweight. So if I do this and this for them, maybe they'll like me. And so to answer your question, I was literally sitting at home and I had heard Nigel formulating Trimsulin with Dr. Kaufman. And it was in the back of my mind. I was getting excited about it. It was something I had never tried. So in the back of my mind, when I'm thinking what I'm about to tell you, I was saying to myself, like, what are you doing? You are in your early 30s. You have wasted so much of your life not living, silently suffering, like smiling just to cover it up. And I said, you have to make a change. Like, you can't keep on like this. Or what's the point to live? Like, I guess I didn't know what my purpose was in life. Like, all you do is you go to work and then you come home. And I didn't see friends. I was at home. And it's not that I didn't have a support system. My family was always encouraging me. It's not like anyone was saying, oh, you're terrible, or oh, you're awful. But I said to myself, you have to change, or you are never going to get the things you want in life. And so I said to myself, like, do it. You have to do it. Like, it's time to make the change. And I was excited about Trimsulin. I knew it was coming out, and I saw hope in it. I saw something that I've never tried before, something where I was like, maybe this can work for me. And I made the decision. I said, when we get those first samples, I'm going for it. I got Dina to be my accountability partner. And I said, like, help me, Dina. I want to do this, and I want to make a change for good. And when I made that decision, I never looked back. Like I said, nothing's going to get in my way. I'm going to put myself first, and not in a selfish way, but in a way to where when I go home at night, I'm not drained from doing everything for everyone else.
Right.
So that is what started me on Trimsulin and making the decision to say yes to myself.
Your purpose, right? You're finding your purpose. And I am choking up listening to you, because I just look at this incredibly beautiful, talented woman that I've been so honored to be part of your life and your journey. And I just can't even fathom that you would hide your life, or just not be you and not live. And so, like, starting wherever you need to start, but you made a decision to start now, and you've got the rest of your life. So Kacie, can you share with me, like, now, what is your new, like, outlook on life? Like, what have you, since the transformation of losing the weight and feeling you're loving your body, what have you been able to do now?
Well, my whole life has changed. Like, yes, Trimsulin and my weight loss transformation is a huge part, but who I become is even like bigger. Like, I'm not afraid to wear clothes that fit to my body. I don't want to hide anymore. I used to, like, in the pictures, like, first of all, avoid pictures because I never wanted to look back at them.
Yes,
I would wear baggy clothes to hide my body, and I don't have to do that anymore. I'm getting to marry the love of my life. I get to be a bonus mom, and like, I have never been more happy or healthier or like excited about life and on purpose. So everything I changed from starting Trimsulin to saying yes to life, yes to doing things. Me and my fiance even did a 5K together, something I never thought I would do, from going to work and going home and now exercising and doing things. I'm like, I love life now. And that's something I never thought that I would get to do. And it's all because of a mindset shift and Trimsulin and just making the decision to say yes to myself.
Yes. Oh gosh, Kacie, that hits. Like, I hope everyone just picked that up, because Kacie, you relate to so many people that are hearing this right now, because life, it's not easy to change. And so every day making that commitment to yourself, because we always want to put people in front of us, or we always want to help, but you made that choice. You were consistent, you were disciplined. As people are listening right now, they're on their own weight loss journey. They don't want to take pictures. We're approaching summertime too, and people, we're out and about. There's barbecues, there's baseball games, there's weddings, there's, Kacie, you're going to be married here soon, but all these social things, that there are people that are skipping out on their life because they don't feel good about their bodies and there's the skin that they're in. And so this is just so encouraging to hear that now, Kacie, you're living your life. And I hope that people listening to this can hear and to know that Life, whatever, it's not wasted, but now like you can make a change at any time. And it's your willpower. And obviously it's Trimsulin as well, because when we can have an incredible system that helps you can lose weight naturally and every day you're feeding your body great wellness products. So Kacie, is I'm hearing, and I feel like this is going to be your lifelong purpose, is to help others with your story. So.
Yeah. And I like, if whoever's listening to this, and, I would say this, like, you're not too far gone. You're not too broken, and you can do it. You just have to make the decision to say yes to yourself. And that's something that I really struggled to do. But now that I've done that and I've gone through it, it's been 2 years now. I wake up with peace. Like, I'm not panicking every day that I wake up, and I get to live like literally the best life, a life that I never ever thought that I would get to live.
Yes.
So, and I am very excited. Like, I want to tell everyone about Trimsulin. I love it. It changed my entire life. And I love sharing my story. I love showing people my pictures that I used to hide before. And now I'm excited to show them. Like, when they said they were going to put my pictures on the brochure, on the new Trimsulin brochure, I was like, me? Like, you're going to put my picture? I used to hide those pictures from everyone.
Totally. Yes.
I never posted on social media. So my point is, like, whoever's out there, like, you can do it. And like, I believe in you. FirstFitness believes in you. And like, you can do it. Just make the decision and shift your mindset.
Yes, yes, absolutely. Well, Kacie, I am so proud of you. I cannot wait to see your journey evolve because of all the lives. I mean, Kacie, looking at your before and after picture, you're changing thousands of lives just by your picture. And so it is so powerful. And you are just a force I want you to feel so proud and so inspired. I'm inspired. And I just want to thank you for that, Kacie, because I know this is not easy. And for everyone on this call that's listening, we know it's not easy to talk about being overweight or wanting to, we know it when we're hiding in our clothes and our skin. Like, we just have to be honest with ourselves. And with FirstFitness, Trimsulin is an incredible system. And obviously you now have a support and a team around you, because we want to help as many people as we can. So Kacie, thank you, thank you, thank you. More of Kacie's story to come. And let's all give it just a cheers to Kacie. We're cheering you on, and we're all cheering you on too.
Yes. Thank you, Story. Thank you, everyone.
That was very, very powerful. Thank you very much, Story. And Kacie, I've watched your transformation. I've watched you grow in strength, confidence, and find yourself over the past 2 years. And seeing you be vulnerable and share the truth of your struggle like you did today is one of the proudest moments of my life. And to everyone watching, if you've ever struggled with your weight, your confidence, or your health, you're not alone. Because what helped Kacie was not another trend or an extreme diet. It was the excitement of being able to start something new, something fresh. She adapted a new mindset. She said FirstFitness Nutrition is coming out with the world's first plant-based GLP-1 weight loss program. And based on what I've been hearing and what I know this is going to work for me. And I think that in itself is a coaching nugget. For those of you watching this presentation for the very first time, you need to believe that this is your answer. This is your solution. And then you need to make a decision to get started, because we can help you control your cravings, reduce your appetite, burn fat, and support healthy blood sugar levels. And this is going to jumpstart your weight loss journey. I like to tell people that the program is going to jumpstart your results. It's also going to jumpstart your mindset, and you will adapt a new healthy way of living life. and you will have lasting and sustainable weight loss. Trimsulin is more than just a weight loss program. It's a movement of transformation. So if you'd like to try Trimsulin, it is a 30-day program. It comes with one control, one thermo, the healthy eating guide. It costs only $149, and it has a 30-day money-back guarantee. But this month, we have a promotion to help accelerate your weight loss by offering our number one selling product called Renew. This is a daily inner body cleanse that helps reduce bloating, helps flatten your stomach, and it's going to enhance your weight loss results. And so when you purchase a Trimsulin weight loss program, you'll receive this free gift, which is a $20 value with your weight loss program. So I'm going to encourage you to get back to the person who invited you to watch this coaching presentation and tell them you're ready to get Trimsulin, and we are going to celebrate your results as we have celebrated the results of thousands of people who chose Trimsulin as their weight loss solution. Thank you for watching this presentation.